As I watched the Arsenal-Tottenham game yesterday, roughly about 60, 65 minutes in with the score tied 1-1, there was a goal kick and it was kind of slow developing, so there was a definite break in the play. And one of the analysts said, this is the time where you look for your leaders. And you look around and, he was saying, I'm looking around to see, who are the players who are, using this time, to talk to their teammates, whether to build them up or to discuss strategy or whatever the case may be. And that's an important thing for young players to learn as they're developing, especially those who hope to be leaders on their team, the captains on their team, so on and so forth, and even coaches to an extent as well, because in basketball you can have a little bit more of an effect of using these situations, these dead ball situations, because the court's so much smaller than on a soccer field, and you're not having to yell and scream to get somebody's attention, 100 yards from you, they're fairly close. And so the dead ball periods, good players, and especially the good leaders, will use those dead ball periods to organize a team, to pick a player up, maybe a player made a mistake and a leader goes over and, pats him on the back or, gets his head up, gets him to refocus on whatever, the next play is going to be. Maybe it's we need to discuss what our defensive adjustment or an offensive adjustment or what player are we running next or what mismatch are we trying to exploit or whatever the case may be. But those dead ball situations provide the players especially, but the coach to an extent, an opportunity to organize without having to call a timeout, or use some other measure. And so the really good players and the really good leaders on a team use those dead ball or between moment times, so free throws, even an inbound situation while the referee's, reporting the foul. These types of situations, the good players, the good leaders use those moments to help out their teammates and ultimately to make their teams better and more effective and more cohesive on the court.